Okay, first of all, thank you guys for welcoming me to the great state of Texas, the Lone Star State. Every time I'm here, I think of the quote, "Everything is bigger in Texas." And whenever I think of that, I think of the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones. But I'm not here to talk about the Cowboys, unfortunately. I'm here to talk about fire.
What?
And not the fire that Tony Romo gets after a Cowboys loss. I want to make light of the biggest issues facing the state of Texas. Texas wildfires in 2011 destroyed 4 million acres of land.
Yes, that's true.
That's 16 million of Jerry's Jumbotrons. The unfortunate thing, according to the National Park Service, is that 90% of wildfires are caused by humans.
Whoa.
While obviously Texas is the best state in the country, it can easily be consumed by flames if we are not informed and trained on proper wildlife safety. Only you can save your state from wildfires. My job today is to inform you on how to prevent man-caused wildfires. I will do so by analyzing the problem of Texas wildfires, the causes and the scary effects of wildfires, how Texans can prevent them individually and as a state, and what Texas would ultimately look like if the problem was solved. Alright, so I've already told you the disturbing facts about Texas wildfires. Now the fact alarmed me because I thought Texans would take more pride in their state. According to the state of Texas, more people are moving to rural areas and parts maybe like El Campo, where you're from. And with the increased population, there's also increased risk for wildfires. According to the same source, 80% of wildfires happen 2 miles from communities. Within a matter of minutes, your home could be destroyed. From 2005 to 2011, 15 million acres have been affected by wildfires. That's 60 million of Jerry's Jumbotrons. Not only is the state of Texas in danger, but especially where all you live. South and East Texas are located in the UWI, the Urban Wildland Interface. That's the area that's most affected by wildfires. So, the state of Texas takes this so seriously that according to the Texas A&M State Forest Service, UWI reps are located right here in Lufkin, in Tyler, where we just were, Victoria, and College Station. They know it's a problem, and so should you. The scary thing is that fires can be started by almost anything. According to the wildfire expert Steve Nix, accidental wildfires are usually caused by carelessness, inattention by campers, hikers, or other travelers, or debris burners. Some are intentionally set by arsonists. According to National Geographic, wildfires can be caused by chains dragging behind your cars, smoldering cigarette butts, power tools, and even gunfire. Now I know Texas loves all of those things, but we have to be careful about what we're doing. Not only can they be caused by just about everything, they can leave damaging and life-altering effects. According to the same source, in 2009, a weed eater sparked and caused a wildfire that burned 8,700 acres. That's 32,000 of Jerry's Jumbotrons and destroyed 80 homes. The snowball effect is real, people. Another illegal campfire caused 2,700 acres to be burned. That's 12,000 Jumbotrons. Since the population is increasing in Texas, we have to increase our efforts to prevent wildfires. We have to up our prevention tactics. Alright, enough about the problems. Here's how we're going to solve the problem. First, I want to make a disclaimer. I know you guys made fun of me because I couldn't start a fire last New Year's. I look back now and realize I didn't start that fire because I was worried that it might spread and become a wildfire. Now we must start and partner with the biggest wildfire prevention expert there is, Smokey the Bear. Now I admit, I used to make fun of Smokey. I gave him a formal apology when I realized how serious the problem was. Not only did I give him an apology, but I took the wildfire prevention pledge, which all of you will take right now. So repeat after me. I, a concerned citizen, will be smart whenever I go outdoors.
I, a concerned citizen, will be smart whenever I go outdoors.
To use caution and common sense before lighting any fire.
To use caution and common sense before I light any fires.
To understand that any fire I or my friends create could become a wildfire.
To understand that any fires I create could become a wildfire.
To understand and practice proper guidelines whenever I or my friends create a fire outdoors.
To understand that whatever you said.
To never ever leave any fire unattended.
Never ever leave any fire unattended.
Make sure that any fire is properly and completely extinguished before moving on.
Make sure that any and all fires are properly extinguished before moving on.
To properly extinguish and discard of smoking materials.
To properly discard anything that's like smoking materials.
To be aware of my surroundings and careful when operating equipment during periods of dry and hot weather.
To
do that.
To be careful. To
Smokey is watching you. To speak up and step in when I see someone in danger of starting a wildfire.
Speak up. Step in. When I'm in danger of starting a wildfire.
Congratulations, you've all taken the Wildfire Prevention Pledge. I took this pledge a week ago, and I received my very own Smokey the Bear mask.
Wow.
So you guys can get online as well and print your very own Smokey the Bear mask out. The state of Texas can also implement a wildfire safety program course that people have to take when they get their license renewed. So every time you either get your license for the first time, like Lauren's about to do, or if Heather has to renew her license when she's 21, she would have to take a wildfire prevention course.
That's a good idea.
It would be a short video followed by a quiz, and you'd have to take that before you get your license. Now, if you were spotted doing illegal burns or debris burns in an unsafe way, your license would be revoked.
Ooh.
How do you make a Texas citizen do something? You take away their truck. Here's how the state can solve the problem of man-caused fires in the long run. The government will reward the citizens, and the number of man-caused fires goes down each year. An idea could be that if the number goes down, Texas will revoke the sales tax for a week out of the year. So you could do any shopping you want in that week. There's no sales tax. And not only would that help Texas citizens get fired up about this detrimental issue, but it would also pour into the Texas economy, which you guys all love and is near and dear to your heart. So, also, Texans very much like to get involved in their state. So throwing this change on them with no voice from the people would be unfair. So I propose that a fire safety council should be instituted. 2 citizens would be selected from each county in the state of Texas. They would meet bi-yearly in Dallas. They would get to go to a Dallas Cowboys game. They would stay a few free nights at a local hotel, and they would voice their opinions on how you can prevent and not cause wildfires in their area. Always adapt and think of the voice of the people. That's the Texas motto. I think it is. Maybe it's not. Kevin Dwyer, the CEO of the Change Factory, said, "For major and minor changes, go farther than asking for the advice and opinions. Involve people in analysis and designs of solutions." Finally, Texas would be a much better state without the problem of man-caused fires. The legendary Sam Houston once said, "Texas will again lift its head and stand among the nations. It ought to do so, for no country upon the globe can compare with its natural advantages. Texas will continue to have the edge on other states in the future if it continues to protect the things that it loves." Unfortunately, if Texas does not adapt these principles, we could have detrimental effects to your community, your family, your homes, everything you worked hard to get. Jim Carrey said, "If you aren't in the moment, you're either looking forward to uncertainty or back to pain and regret." In conclusion, I have mentioned the problem of Texas wildfires, the simple causes and detrimental effects, the plan of action for the Texas people, and what the state will look like if the problem is solved. On one final note, since fires are started by something so small and grow to something enormous, the same thing can happen with us. A small group can change the state.
Yeah.
It's a snowball effect.
Woo.
I was here to show you how to prevent man-caused fires, but I hope I did more than that. I hope I invoked a change. Thank you.
Thank you.